XTCG Kingdom here, bringing you my Wake the Sleeping Giant Ruby Steel deck, featuring Gustav the Giant and his followers, Trigger, and other supporters. Let's get to the deck, shall we? It is Captain Hook, LaFleur, Nutsy, Trigger, Razul, Robin Hood, featuring Gustav the Giant, Prince Eric, Beast, Tinkerbell, Fan the Flames to ready up the Gustav the Giant, Boom, Rise of the Titans, Smash, Teeth and Ambitions, and along came Zeus. Be prepared, and Mouse Armor. We also have a few locations that we're using: the Bayou and Maui's place. You're trying to use the LaFleur and the Fan the Flames to ready up your Gustav the Giant multiple times in a game to deal with anything that your opponent wants to put on the board that is a problem. You're using Teeth and Ambitions to hurt your Gustav and hurt your opponent. You're also trying to get draw power with the Beast and the Tinkerbell, and also trying to use Nutsy and his partner Trigger to get a lot of lore really fast off the plays that you're going to make when you set up for the 2 costs that they are, and continuously gain lore from the Nutsy play. And I'm able to show you some gameplay right now. Well, here is our first hand. We're just trying to establish the at least the Trigger and the Nutsy plays. If we don't get the Gustav the Giant, we did get it though, so we are going to try aiming to use it if we can. But our main play, since we have the Nutsies and the Trigger, is to get a lot of lore off real quick with that play. We're having our opponents play the greens, the Emerald and the Steel deck. Most likely the ping deck, after we just saw the Beast there, and he's trying to bait me into attacking with the Captain Hook. I bring out my own Robin Hood, and I definitely do want his Captain Hook dead. I don't mind him trading into his character to not quest, because I'm trying to do the exact same stuff that he is. I bring out my Gustav. He comes into play rested until you kill a character. That's his real big weakness for a 3-cost 6/6. But some of the cards in my deck can actually force him to be out and attack, and then start having to deal with things on board. He has 2 Robin Hoods right now that are trying to figure out what they want to do. They'll probably try taking out my Robin Hood with their abilities. We turn 1, and I decide to start doing damage to them and play my Teeth and Ambition on my Gustav to kill one of the characters. At this point, I didn't know. I was still pretty new to the Gustav plays, and I didn't know that killing a character didn't really unrest him. It was only from challenging killing a character which unrests him. So I decided to consider what I'm going to do here for the next play. While they're still trying to get rid of the Gustav the Giant, I attack into the Robin Hood, and I get my Gustav back into attack. I put the Trigger down so I can have a +1 lore on my Nutsy, and for every Trigger you play, it does gain him more lore. So when you have more of these characters out, you get more and more off for the lore, the bonuses. They are now so distracted with my Gustav and my Trigger that they are not paying attention to the back area that is my field and my locations. So I'm just going to start taking advantage of my Maui's Palace and putting it onto my Gustav to make him a lot harder to kill. They play a whole new world, which I'm okay with. I get a whole new hand and more to work with here. I get my cards to ready up my Gustav whenever I need to. I drop my Beast so I can get some more draw power. I start questing with my Trigger just to get my hand just more in a better spot. I don't need some mouse armor right now, and I I'm waiting for them to respond and play their cards. They're going to kill my location with the Giants, Rise of the Giant Titans card there, and then they are going to just direct damage my Gustav, and it's okay because I'm getting a lot more plays off of it now. I'm also putting my beast onto the Maui's place so that he can have at least some kind of resistance, dropping another Gustav and triggering my Bayou again. They are so focused on the board that I am just getting off free advantage and setting up my hand, but they are also trying to bring out the whole combo for the beast and the Nottingham, or the beast and the friar. But I decided to kill him with a Long King Zeus, and then ready up my Gustav with the card there, with what was it, the Fan of the Flames. That's it. And then I ready up, wait for my opponent to respond to my next play as they drop another Maui. They drop a bunch of the field cards. I just use the Gustav to take out the fields, or the locations there. And I play Prince Eric, put it on the Maui's place, and then start questing with my trigger. I have a Teeth and Ambitions that I'm trying to figure out if I want to use it. I end up doing it. I'm going to have it sing and do some damage against the Robin Hood. I did forget that my Eric won't die because I did put it on the Maui's place, so it wasn't a complete trade like I wanted, and he does get some lore off of that, but it takes a massive amount of damage for doing so. I ready up my Gustav and have him go on to the Maui's place so he takes one less damage, and I just put as many people as I can on that Maui's place there, and Gustav kill the Robin Hood, let him draw a card. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm starting to get in total control of the board, and I have two things in my hand to be prepared, ready for anything he has to play. He's going to just kill my damaged character, which I choose not to activate my Prince, because if you misclick that, you'll have to kill your own Kais. And then he whole new worlds me again. I lose my pre-prepared, so there goes that plan. They pass the turn to me, and I am just going to do my best to quest with what I can and ready up my Gustav with the songs. Sorry, the actions I have, and then they concede. We move on to our next game. I open a lot of triggers and nutsies, but not any Gustavs. I decided that I'm just going to go all in on the nutsy and the trigger play, by seeing how much lore I can gain right off of them specifically. I wait for my opponent to make their first move while I start to plan my next move, which I don't need the Tinkerbell anytime soon, so I'm just going to ink that and drop a Bayou. I should just get some small ping lore for the Bayou, and have maybe a distraction card up. I'm going to pretend like I don't have my combo pieces for Nutsy. So what I'm going to be doing here is inking and then just going to drop as many Nutsies as I can, but pretend I don't have triggers. And then when I drop my triggers, I'm going to have all my Nutsies all quest all at once with bonus lore. So they're going to keep going off. I'm going to get some more random lore. I'm going to get rid of one of the Bayous because I don't need it right now. I'm going to drop another Nutsy. Oh no, I don't have what I need to get my plays off for trigger, and that's what I'm trying to bait my opponent into thinking that I don't have it, while I get ready to drop two triggers. They ink a Maui, and then I think they are going to just bring out a Scrooge's manor, and I'm like, oh no, that's a big play, because if I can't get rid of those, then it's pretty much a big win for them. But I do drop two of my Nutsies, my triggers, and my Nutsies now can all trigger, get more lore off. So I got immediately 3 lore from each nutsy, so I can't ignore it now. I am deciding whether or not I want to ignore the Scrooge's location there. I look at this, my hand there, and I decide to kill the 2-cost card. I tried to see what I wanted to play here off of the draws, and then I just end up getting nearly all my lore in one go. I totally ignore the Scrooge's manor on the field, and I let my opponent go. They have a Prince Eric. They can't really do much, and it's my turn on my locations to win me the game. We are now moved on to our next game, where I am just trying to mulligan it into a better hand. I just keep the LeFleur and Fan the Flames up so I can ready up a Gustav, which I did get, which is pretty cool. We are going to unfortunately have to ink something that we probably don't want to, so we just get rid of the Fan the Flames, so that we can drop our location, the value, like turn 1, and start earning some lore off that easily. They bring out a Simba, and I keep dropping a whole bunch of locations down, and thinking that they will go for my locations instead of questing. They drop a 3-cost, and then they bring out a Sleepy. I now bring out the Gustav, and then I pretend like I have no way to ready him up, so my opponent can think that they are safe for questing, which my character will take out any of their characters for doing so. They drop the Pride Rock, which now is reducing all their characters by 1 in hand. And then they look at my hand to see that I have a Fan of Flames, and they remove it from my hand. I still got 2 LeFleur though, so I can definitely outboard presence the field here by putting that onto my Gustav, have my LeFleur ready up, and he can start taking out the Simba, because that's the only way for them to get more characters out is having a prince or king on that location. They drop a Lucky, and we find out that it is a Dalmatians deck that they are trying to focus on here. I now attempt to bring out my other LeFleur to now take out the location, because I don't want to deal with the location anymore. I don't mind any of their other cards. I now am trying to decide if I want to get rid of Teeth and Visions. I do that, and I start putting my LeFleurs onto the Maui's place so that they can last longer for when they attack. And they drop a Doct. They're trying to get their stuff all set up for when they get their lucky play going off. I attempt to swing for lore with my LeFleur and start getting my board ready and my hand ready for whatever they play. They're not questing with the characters right now because they want to try to earn a lot of lore. They do so, like getting a ton of lore in a turn here as we ready up our entire field and we get ready to attack their entire board. I bring out the Tinkerbell to do some damage, bring out my LeFleur to take out a character, ready up my Gustav, have Gustav attack into the Lucky, and then it has to be another character that kills a character, not Gustav, or else he won't ready up. And I now clear the whole board. I wait for them to go, and we'll see about. They have now a Stitch Rockstar. They're trying to earn a lot of points towards questing with the Stitch's Rockstar, but I'm not going to quest with the Gustav, so I can just take out the Rockstar in one shot. They are about to gain a whole bunch of lore from the puppy, the 101 Dalmatians like card there, and I'm going to quest for a game. And they concede. We go to the next game here. I get a Gustav in hand, which I'm happy to have. I don't know if my opponent has a reliance on locations, so I keep the Rise of the Titans in my hand just in case. Get rid of the Maui's place there and drop a hook as we wait to see what they got. They drop a hook too, so it's almost like a mirror match again here. I find out that I find that I don't think I need it to worry about that, and I kill the hook and I just quest safely with my hook. As I wait for my opponent to do, oh, they dropped the same thing. They dropped their location killer, and I put another ink down and bring out my Gustav. And then I quest again with my hook, so I do not fear the Grammatella whatsoever. Wait for my opponent to go. I have a Nutsy and a trigger play in my hand, and I can't wait to try to get that off. Throw the fan the flames into the ink, and then I drop both my Nutsy and my trigger, making them have to forcefully take care of those before they can do anything else. They bring out the prince, and I am trying to figure out what I want to do. I drop the beast there so we can start getting some draws off. I start attacking into the prince. I should have quested here instead of attack it, but I'm going to use all that damage to do more damage and ready up my Gustav to kill anything they have that's a problem. They drop a bell because they want to drop more ink into their inkwell. I draw my 2 cards from beast, and then I get ready to ready up my Gustav again. After I decide if I want to ink anything, I ready up my beast that I quested with, so I can get a little bit further ahead in the questing. And I wait for my opponent to go. They are dropping a fishbone quill to get some more ink. They're trying to make their best use of their bell as they can. I put a mouse armor onto Beast, giving him some resistance, and then drop a whole bunch of other bigger characters, getting ready to attack into the board if they so choose to quest. I'm now getting my board bigger than theirs, and they can't help but feel that they are now out of control from the amount of lore I'm getting, and they then will figure out what they want to do, and then they concede. And that is it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you like this deck. And if you like this deck, like and subscribe. Goodbye.